Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this was week 6 of Brooke Knows Best in season 2, and I gotta tell you, it was probably one of the most entertaining episodes ever in the history of this show. Why? Because of Hulk Hogan. And why because of Hulk Hogan? Well, because it's very simple. Hulk Hogan was invited to have the astronaut training experience at the Kennedy Space Center. Yep, that's right. Hulk Hogan got his girlfriend Jennifer, Brooke, Ashley, and Glenn all together to experience what it's like to be an astronaut in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Thanks to NASA. They do a bunch of shit. They meet with Bob Springer, who's like an astronaut and does all this stuff. They do mission simulations. They do they get flight suits. They do moonwalks. They do multi-axis training. They drink piss. Well, refined piss and urine, if you will. What do I mean? You see, when you're in space, you recycle stuff. You recycle your sweat, you recycle your urine. And what do you recycle it into? Water. And what do you do with the water? You drink it. So you drink your own recycled sweat and piss and urine. Truly a beautiful thing. This went on for probably the first 20-25 minutes of the show. And then, well, also during that crap going on, what happens is you learn that Glenn has a new boyfriend named Daniel, and he's smitten with him. And why is he smitten with him? Because, see, here's what happens. They actually do a flight simulation. The guys do it, so it's Terry, Hulk, and Glenn against Brooke and Ashley. And because Glenn is so smitten with Daniel, and unfortunately because Glenn was the pilot in this mission, Glenn crashed and burned, killing him and Hulk. Now, albeit the girls flew over a mall, flew over people's houses and crap like that, they landed safely on the runway and lived. So, even though technically Hulk, Terry, and Glenn were dead, they all, still went home. That's right. And when they went home, they were hounding on, well, before they got home anyway, they were hounding on Glenn that they wanted to meet Daniel. So Glenn had no choice but to set up the meeting between Daniel, Hulk, Ashley, and Brooke. Because they wanted to see just who Glenn was smitten with. And I gotta tell you, it was truly funny because, basically what happens is they asked this kid if, how long Glenn and him have been dating, which was 3 weeks. They asked this kid what he does, and he's a fitness slash underwear model, even acted in a B movie as a gay robot or something like that. Not really sure, don't really care. And Hogan, are you sleeping with anybody else besides Glenn? Didn't really get into that. Yeah. Well, yeah, he's not sleeping with anybody besides Glenn, but he really avoided the question of is he sleeping with Glenn. Other than that, what are your intentions? Crap like that. You better treat him right. Hogan basically said you better treat him right, or he's gonna get some gay wrestlers after you. Because Hogan knows gay wrestlers. You know what I mean? Anyway, that was pretty much Brooke Knows Best for this week, week 6, going into space. Woo!